How narcissists react when you finally leave. Leaving a narcissist is hard enough on its own. The guilt. The second-guessing. The grief. The way you've been conditioned to put their feelings before your own even in the moment you're trying to free yourself from them. But what happens after you leave? The way they react, the things they do, the tactics they use, can be just as destabilizing as the relationship itself. Sometimes more so. Because nothing a narcissist does when you leave is random. Every move is calculated. Every reaction is designed to pull you back in, or punish you for daring to go. And if you don't know what to expect, if you're not prepared for what's coming, it can completely blindside you. It can make you doubt your decision. It can make you feel responsible for their pain. It can make you go back. So today we're talking about exactly how narcissists react when you finally leave. Not to scare you, but to prepare you. Because knowing what's coming is the most powerful protection you have. The first reaction, they refuse to accept it. When you first leave or try to leave a narcissist, the most common initial reaction is complete non-acceptance. They don't process the breakup the way a normal person would. They don't give you space. They don't respect your decision. Instead, they act as though the breakup simply isn't happening. As though your words didn't mean what you meant them to mean. This is because in a narcissist's mind, you don't get to leave. Leaving is a loss of control. And control is everything to them. So their first instinct is to simply refuse to acknowledge that the dynamic has changed. For example, you have the conversation. You tell him clearly it's over. You feel the weight of finally saying it. And he responds as though you've had a minor disagreement. He texts you the next morning like nothing happened. He calls to tell you about his day. He makes plans and includes you in them. He acts completely normal, as if your words simply didn't register. And the confusion this creates in you is exactly the point. Because if he can make you feel like nothing has really ended, you're still emotionally engaged. You're still in it. And that's where he needs you. The second reaction, love bombing, returns. If non-acceptance doesn't work, if you maintain your distance, don't respond, keep your boundary, the narcissist will almost always escalate to love bombing. Suddenly the person who made you feel invisible, small, and crazy becomes the most romantic, remorseful, attentive version of themselves you've ever seen. The grand gestures appear. The heartfelt messages. The promises of change. The vulnerability that feels so real, so raw, so different from everything that came before. And it is specifically designed to hit every single soft spot you have, because he knows you. He knows what you needed that he never gave you. And now, in this moment, he is offering all of it. For example, flowers show up at your door. A long message arrives saying he's been doing a lot of thinking, and he knows he needs to change. He books a therapy appointment and sends you a screenshot as proof. He says things you spent the entire relationship wishing he would say. I see you. I hear you. I don't want to lose you. I'm going to be different. And some part of you, the part that loved him, the part that hoped for so long, wants desperately to believe it. This is the most dangerous phase. Because the love bombing after a breakup feels more intense than ever. But it is not change. It is strategy. The moment you go back, the moment he feels secure again, the cycle will resume. It always does. The third reaction. They try to make you feel guilty. When love bombing doesn't bring you back, a narcissist will often shift to guilt. Suddenly you are the one who is hurting them. You are the one who is being cruel. You are destroying them. You are selfish. You are heartless. How could you do this to someone who loves you so much? This works particularly well on empathetic women, which is exactly why they use it. Because you feel things deeply. You don't want to be the cause of someone else's pain. And a narcissist knows that weaponizing your empathy is one of the most effective ways to pull you back in. For example, he tells you he can't eat, can't sleep, that he's falling apart without you. He might involve mutual friends who come to you saying he's really struggling, and you should reach out. He might send messages at 2 a.m. that are just desperate enough to make you worry about him. He might even hint at harming himself. Not always directly, but enough to activate your concern. And instead of seeing this for the manipulation, it is you find yourself back in the role of caretaker. Checking on him, comforting him, and slowly being pulled back into the orbit you just escaped. His emotional state is not your responsibility. It never was. And it certainly isn't now. The fourth reaction. They attack your character. If guilt doesn't work, if you hold your ground, maintain no contact, refuse to be pulled back in, the narcissist will often flip completely. The love and remorse disappear. And in their place comes something uglier. Anger. Retaliation. Character assassination. Suddenly you are the toxic one. You are the narcissist. You are crazy, unstable, difficult, manipulative. The story of the relationship gets rewritten. And in the new version you are the villain. He tells this story to anyone who will listen. Mutual friends. Family members. Sometimes even on social media. He is not doing this out of genuine hurt. He is doing it to regain control of the narrative. Because if he can make other people see you as the problem, he protects his image and he punishes you for leaving at the same time. For example, friends start coming to you with things he's apparently been saying. That you are emotionally abusive. That you manipulated him. That he tried everything but you were impossible to love. And people who don't know what happened behind closed doors, who only knew the charming public version of him, might believe it. And that secondary loss, the loss of friendships, the loss of your reputation in certain circles, can feel almost as painful as the relationship itself. Do not defend yourself to people who are invested in misunderstanding you. The people who truly know you will not need convincing. The fifth reaction, they come back. Again and again. Even after everything. The love bombing, the guilt, the attacks. A narcissist will often keep coming back. Weeks later. Months later. Sometimes years later. A random text. A like on an old photo. A message saying they've been thinking about you. An appearance at a place they know you'll be. This is called hoovering, named after the vacuum cleaner, because they're literally trying to suck you back in. And it happens for a simple reason. To a narcissist, you are a source of supply, of attention, validation, and emotional energy. And even after time has passed, even after they've moved on to someone else, they will circle back when our current supply runs low. When they're bored, when they need an ego boost, when they want to confirm that they still have power over you. For example, 6 months after the breakup, out of nowhere, he sends a simple message. Hey, I've been thinking about you. Hope you're okay. That's it. Nothing dramatic. Just enough to open a door. Just enough to see if you'll respond. Just enough to test whether the connection is still there. And if you respond, even kindly, even briefly, he has what he came for. Confirmation that you're still accessible. And from there the cycle can begin again. You do not owe him a response. Silence is a complete sentence. And in this case, silence is the loudest, clearest, most powerful thing you can say. Before you go, I want to leave you with some questions. Not to answer out loud, just to sit with. When he came back, or if he comes back, what is the feeling that rises first? Is it relief? Is it fear? Is it the old hope? Because that feeling, whatever it is information about where you are in your healing. Think about the version of you that almost went back. Or did go back. What did she need in that moment that made his return feel like an answer? And how can you start giving that thing to yourself instead of looking for it from him? Have the reactions he showed after you left, the guilt trips, the love bombing, the attacks, changed how you see the relationship itself? Do you see now that those same tactics were present the whole time, just in different forms? What would it mean to be completely unreachable to him? Not angry, not hurt, just done. Indifferent. So focused on your own life that his texts don't move you. His gestures don't tempt you. His absence doesn't ache. What would your life look like from that place? And finally, every time you don't respond, every time you hold the boundary, every time you choose yourself over the pull to go back, what are you building? Because you are building something. Slowly, quietly, powerfully. You are building a life he has no access to. And that life is going to be more than worth it. Follow for more on psychology, narcissistic abuse, and choosing yourself.